Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 69 of my Rex Sturgis Snowy Escape Edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And you can tell by their funds they are no longer poor. They are definitely rich. It's about a week later from where we left off. I've been playing with the kids off camera. They're ready, almost have a couple of their aspirations close to being completed. I think they have to do one more picture, which I purposely did so that you could see them complete the aspiration. And I think I could actually swap them over to their mental aspiration and they would be done because they're A students. But their social butterfly, they need to make a BFF, and I had wanted them to become BFFs with each other, and the relationship is such that they could be, but I thought we would be nice to see them become BFFs. So they haven't made any other progress with the aspiration because I had it on hold. So let's look there and become BFFs because you know they're going to be BFFs and move along when they're teens into the new world that came with cottage living, and there they are. Yeah, so take a minute or seconds, whatever, short time for that to complete, which they have done. Everyone's still here. I had been playing with Jasmine because she had one more term of university, so I wanted her to get it finished, so she has done that now. So she has her graduation ceremony on Saturday, which I'll just do that off camera, and then after that I'll move her out of the house. So they need to both become friends, but there were kids here earlier, but it's getting a little late, so nobody is really here anymore. I mean, they could make friends with adults. I think there might be a festival going on. So why don't you come over, and you also, Kendrick, and try and befriend this person. Yeah, there were lots of kids here earlier. And I will go back to where she is. He is, or both of them are. He and she, because they're both there. And I have Finnegan doing some hiking in case he might see a, let's see, did that count? You know what? I don't know that I have them on I don't know that I gave them the various traits that I normally do. So observant and, of course, incredibly friendly. Here it is. So he has that now, and that would explain why they're not friends yet with that introduction. So I sometimes don't pay attention. Reward stores where we want to go in and do the same thing for Willow. And we want, you know what, I'm just going to, even though I've already partway down. There we have our traits. So observant and, again, incredibly friendly. And now, if we see some other adults, there's a couple. We're going to do a friendly introduction over here, unless they're going to come over to us, a friendly introduction. And, well, do we need to? We probably can't even. Really? We're going to have to get that looked at. We're going to have to get your dad to talk you up. We can't not have you know your grandfather. So let's come over here and friendly other Sims, talk up. We're going to go home and we're going to talk up our son. So you know your grandson. And he doesn't have to hopefully cause, as long as one of them knows one of the two, that's good enough. They can develop a good enough relationship. So are you guys going over to introduce yourself to the other person that I asked? Or are you just going to sit here and chat? It wasn't really, he's coming over here. So is he coming over and he's going to say he likes him? Oh, that is what's happening. He is coming over here. They didn't have to go over there. They're all coming over here. Dag. Okay, so let's see. Do we get... Oh. He's a kleptomaniac. Is he also a paparazzi? Nope. See, I had that banned, but then I found I wasn't seeing my paparazzi in one of the saves where I needed them. Well, there. Wow, love to get to know him. So looks like, are we going to do that? And we became friends. I spoke with Kendrick and find him quite pleasing. Well, that's good. Let's get to know and share ideas. So they've got that done, and I think now that we've got that done, they had, as you can see, I had made it a holiday for, well, it probably already was a holiday from when their moms were teens, but it's still a holiday. I got rid of some of them, but now they're not. So I just kind of wanted to show that part, and obviously we'll have to take them out again. And I have actually Finnegan just standing and I had heard that was a good way, but I can't try to remember where. I think this is actually the spot where if you have them in a known spot for forest spirits instead of hiking around, which we know doesn't seem to work, and then just have them, sing or do something in that spot. Or we could check out this dance to company anthem again. We're not going to do this for very long. We're just like checking this. I think we did it before and it wasn't really very good and it didn't help their fun, but luckily his fun is max, so it doesn't really matter. So obviously you see Kendrick's banners are arranged to earn the good manners trait. I've been working with them for their good manners and their conflict resolution particularly. They'll probably still have to work on a few of their things. We don't need... The only one I like to have positive is the conflict resolution, because that's the one that I find harder to get as teens, especially if there's no adults and stuff in the house. You have to have people who have bad relationships to be able to do that. So it doesn't seem like either this is not the right spot or there just aren't any right now, but I just thought I would show. I was actually planning on having him walk around, and then when we got the pullover for the fact that there was one there, I was going to then reset him, and if I couldn't make the wish, I was just going to have him stop and do the singing, but that just hasn't worked out. I tried doing that in their own neighborhood, and I tried doing it here because we came over here to travel for the summer holiday. He obviously still needs to do the exercise, whether or not I do or not. But I'm going to take them back home. We can get them to finish their 3 other aspirations are pretty close to being done. But like I said, I was leaving that to sort of show that. And once we get all 4 of them done, I will be aging up Kendrick first. And then, about a sim day later, then it will be time for Willow to age up. But I also want to try and make sure they don't learn too many adult skills, because they need to learn those in their own challenge. So I'll be back. Well, we're back home, and the first thing I'm going to do is switch him over to Kendrick's mental aspiration, which shows he's completed it because he had done the potions before he got the A in school, so we had just been waiting on that. And I can do the same thing for Willow. He does need to do his last picture on the activity table, so if I had it right, then it should be the last one in the alphabet, a vehicle. And for Willow, she only became friends with one adult because she didn't become friends with her grandfather. She maybe has become friends with just one of her grandfathers. I don't know. We'd have to see. But for her, mental, she doesn't have an A in school yet. I didn't realize that. I guess she is a day, so she isn't done. I think I had was coming in to check something in the save just before I actually recorded, and I saw that Kendrick had got it, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that, so I exited without saving, and I just thought she did, so she has to actually go to school on Monday. For sure, she can actually age up. I thought they were both. I didn't even look. I just thought they were. So, but that's fine because we'll age him up maybe on the Sunday and have her go to school and get her A and age her up the next day. So we are going to have her draw that vehicle too. But once again, I'll play some of that off camera because I kind of want to get this done. Like, I want this sort of be the second last part and I only have one more part left because I want to be moving on to cottage living with them. So they will work on that. And let's just make sure that she's actually close to getting her. Yeah, she is. She should when she goes to school. If I'd realized that, I probably would have. Obviously, if I'd realized that, I would have had her go to school already. Let me make sure we don't have a holiday. And they have bad weather. So we will We're just gonna delete that holiday. There we go. And okay. Did someone just do something without me realizing? There's the butler fixing that. Oh, that I bet you was Finnegan. No, he's researching the guitar. Oh, I know what that is. That was an independent. I asked Jasmine for her aspiration, for her university aspiration. She had to contribute knowledge on a research archive machine. So that was that. So she can't get the job using the degree until she has like the actual ceremony. But I mean, we've been through that before, not in this particular Let's Play, but you know, in the previous Let's Play where we did the life after foster child, where of course Jasmine, I didn't send her to school, to university right away. It was actually only Celeste's parents that went and got their degree, so we saw it with them, whereas she went sort of towards the end and didn't actually finish it. So, oh, I got that wrong. I need to be on her, and I need to burn that track so she can get out of the way. And then she's going to need to scrubberoo herself. Spells, scrubberoo. And now you can come and release that track. I don't know what you were going to do, and it's probably you're going to clean out spoiled food. Well, you can maybe do that afterwards. Or perhaps we shall have you make a drink like you always do. So one thing I've been having is every time I load into this save, this top shelf, which was over here, so I moved it this time finally because it goes into their family inventory. That and this and these two little items and this, but I think this I originally had on this other shelf, but now this time I put it on a different shelf. I don't know. So Kendrick did get it done. Yay. So he's got all of those done, and now he's really close on the motor also. He just needs to earn this high score on a typing game. So we're going to have him come here and play Keyboard Commander so he can get that done. And Willow is right behind him in terms of that, so she's going to move along to the motor aspiration. And again, I left this part so that you could actually see it being completed. So we're going to have her do the same thing. So there. She's got the other things. They've all got the other things. They still don't have their scouts mastered. And you know what? Why don't we said we were going to see if we got any more. Why don't we see if we can buy any simi capsules, and then we'll open up all the ones they have in their inventory and see if we got any more gold ones. Since we're here and the kids are just playing their game and you can't really do much when you're seeing that. Anyways, I'm just going to go a little fast, or hopefully fast. Well, we got one. That's not very quick, I have to say. So we're going to scrubberoo. And we didn't get that one. Oh, it's broken. So we'll repair it. Okay, he cleaned himself. he should. He's maxed a lot of his. He's got, unlike Alice, he doesn't have them all, but unlike Alice, he also doesn't have the ancient bloodline trait. But he just has like the weak bloodline trait. Same as Celeste. Of course, their kids their Willow has a strong bloodline trait, and of course, Kendrick has the ancient one, just like his mom. So we'll just leave that. Purchase simi capsule. I'll throw this over here. It is very slow, I have to say, this purchasing the simi capsules. Did you get it? Yeah. Nope, it's stuck. We will shake it and see what happens. Did you get it? Good. We'll leave it. What we're going to do is we're going to open the ones he has in his inventory and see if we get anything. Nope, because we know that it comes up. So that was nothing new. Oh, I did actually have him collecting a few of these so that he could try and level up his magic. I'm not sure how well that'll work. Do you have any simi capsules? So you have some fish. I think I bought yes, down here. We're going to, I have one upstairs too, actually. I have it upstairs. I have a big one up here, not that little one. Because I was curious the difference in what you can buy. So for this, you can buy a bass, a salmon, a tilapia, and a trout. And if you actually have a pond, which there's no point putting a pond here because it's frozen, it would freeze. So if you buy these fish and haven't actually unlocked them in your household collections tab yet, they would go into your household collection tabs, and then you could stock your pond with these fish. And the fish for this aquarium is different than the fish bowl, and I was curious, so I bought the fish bowl. We're not going to purchase. We're going to see if we can just drag this in. Yeah, there, we could drag it in, and this is in good shape, so we'll put it in there too. And I don't know if he wasn't really fishing, so he doesn't have anything. But what I was originally looking her in her inventory was to see if she had any simi capsules, and she does not. So we're gonna open that simi capsule, and I can't remember if you were. I think that was obviously a duplicate. Yes, because it didn't come up in the middle. Now the one who has the most is. I don't know if we can put these all in here. I'm thinking there's a limit. But we'll try. Oh, there you go. We reached our limit. That can go that single one can go in the fish bowl downstairs. Over here. And then that's it. They can go in the fridge. So you can also, obviously, you can put it in inventory or add from there. And there, Kendrick completed his aspiration. So let's see whether we got any duplicates. Or any new ones is really what I want to know. Who cares about duplicates? I just want to know if we got anything. Do we get any more golden simmies that we didn't already have? So far, despite how many did we open? A lot. We haven't gotten anything new. And she did level up, so she has a new easel. Does Celeste have any? She's got a lot of fish. I'll deal with them later. Or sell them, one or the other. And I don't see any capsules in her inventory. Eric is very playful, probably because he's having a bubble bath. He has a couple. So we'll open. Yeah. Well, I guess we should count ourselves lucky that you know what made me think about it? I saw a Yamakin. So I might, if I think about it during the day, get them to ask for a capsule. Maybe we have more luck at getting some unique gold ones from them. So I think they've done everything they can for their aspirations right now. So I'm just going to play with them off camera through to when we can go back to the park and try and make some friends so they can work on their social aspiration and get those completed. And I'll pick one of these and have them work on whichever one gets lowered. So I'll be back. So it's Saturday afternoon and the kids are back from their scouts, and I took our Jasmine to her graduation in the morning and brought back Nicholas and Clark with her because I could travel, and I just had them come because I wanted Clark and Evie, but there were too many people for me to look through, so I chose these two to get to know their granddaughters. So, and we can only really do one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So Clark is the one of choice. So we're going to go friendly, other Sims, talk up, and we're going to go to the household tab to make it quicker to find. And I was going to do it, but let's make sure that I think Willow doesn't know him. Yes, attempt introduction. Just thought I would check before I did it. And she is on the right aspiration. Yay. And then once Kiyoshi gets back from work, we will take them back to the park to see if we can become friends with children. So let's go back on to Alice and try and do this again. Friendly. Other Sims. Talk up another Sim. Go onto the home tab and say Willow. So that hopefully everybody will know everybody when we move on to the next, challenge. With our current Sims who are children who will be teens by then. So let's see how this goes. And she also actually needs to work on her social. Oh, we don't know him either, but that's not quite as important. So there we go. So he should be going over to get to know her. And he's, of course, I won't be sad to leave this cold district behind, I have to say. It's summer and it's really, really cold. Okay, so she got that. I spoke with Willow and find her quite pleasing. So let's do some chatting because she actually needs to get her... Oh, okay, so we got Jasmine's. Actually, just occurred to me. Oh, is this... this is critters and not... And not the spirits. That's what I really wanted, was spirits. Okay, so let's go back to Willow. There. And actually, it was Alice. Was she tense? What's she tense from? Oh, she's in a clingy stage. Oh, she got some... She's maxed her social. And she has her scout badge. And Kiyoshi is home. Yay for that. So what I wanted to do before we do anything is let's check in on Alice. I don't know if we ever looked at where we were with the... we completed the mansion. No, she already finished it. So she's not the one to look at. Celeste would not have, because by the time Celeste aged up, I knew. Yeah, so Celeste is the one. Their house met it. I've been getting a little bit of money back for it, but I figured I kind of wondered if their house would meet the requirements for it. And it did. So, and we can actually have, Kiyoshi can complete that too. May as well have them all get their house badge. And they're all working on the nerd brain, those who haven't finished it. And Finnegan, may as well do the same for you. There you go. And you were actually on the location one, though I think we're going to be leaving, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, and I know Jasmine already did it because she had done it at home. And I'm not going to have Eric do it. I don't think I had Eric do it. I didn't mean for Eric to do it, so hopefully I didn't have him do it. I'm just looking. Celeste, Kiyoshi, Finnegan. I didn't have Eric do it. Good. So I'm going to take them... I was going to say I'm going to take them over to try and get them to meet friends, but I think we'll do that in the next part. We'll try and get that done and, you know, have Kendrick's birthday, a little bit off camera for me, and we'll come back with Willow's birthday so that we can end this part. And maybe we'll also see if we can squeeze in some group cooking. But that's going to be it for this part. Leave a like if you like the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!